Hey, Drew, you killed this shit. Drew, you killed this shit.
What it do, world? It's your boy Hollywood Mike T as my main man, King Mel, fixes his scullet, his do-rag, whatever it's called. Who knows? And this is In the Four Corners of Wrestling Podcast, the wrestling podcast for the fans. Ooh wee, yes sir. I am here. I am your host, Hollywood Multi-Man T. Yes, that's my name. I told y'all that's what I'm going by now. It's not Mike T anymore. It's Hollywood Multi-Man T. That's my name now. I'm the host of this show, of this great, wonderful show. Remember, I used to call this show, they say it used to suck. And then I thought about it, and I went back, I said, damn, all these were missing was me. You know? Not losers anymore. You know? We're winners. Yeah. Hey, I'm here with my main man, Jay Will from the Black Corner. How you doing, Jay Will?
I'm good, Mike. Good to see you. Good to see you, Mel.
Good to see you as well, brother. Good to see you as well. We're in the DMV. I'm waiting for this snow. Ain't no snow hit yet.
I ain't seen nothing. I seen a few flakes when it was raining, but I ain't seen no snow yet.
I seen a wintry mix. That's it. Whatever a wintry mix is, well, I've seen it. That drink. If it was a wintry mix, I've seen 12 inches of wintry mix. Pause. Um, Coming from Brooklyn. Ooh wee, mean man, King Mel. Um, I think he was the 2022 613 Rookie of the Year. Or I think it was no, he didn't win it. I think Shanika won it, and then we fired her right after. Um, damn, she won it and then got fired. Damn, she wasn't putting up no stats. She just looked good. Anywho, um, she did look good.
So, since
What's
I
up?
didn't win the award, that tell y'all, looks was for the award. I put up stats. I
You
did
did.
everything else.
You did.
Yeah, I still lost.
Yeah, you lost to her. She got some. If we're talking about looks, she got some stats. Um, I ain't seen her in a while, but I'm pretty sure it's still there was some stats over there. She drink a lot of water and plants and stuff like that. So I don't know, but that year she was looking mighty good. You weren't looking that good, at least not to me. Um, and I'm the one that decides the award. I don't know, man. I was tripping. My bad, man. I should go get the award from her and then give it to you. Um, but then again, if I do that, then she might come back on one of the shows. She might come on Four Corners. She don't even know nothing about wrestling. She gonna look good though. Speaking of which, looking good, feeling good, playing good. Oh man, where do I start this podcast today? You know what? There was another podcast that started a show yesterday or the other day. They mentioned our name. They actually said our names on the show. And they're called the Wrestling Old Niggas. I mean, my bad. The WrestleManiacs. I definitely can't use that as a clip. But the WrestleManiacs, the old dudes, they said some stuff about us, some choice words. Um, some dude, the Nubian sumo. Um, hey, I'm a big guy. Sumo, lay off the hot pockets and the cheese curls and the cheese whiz. Like sumo look like he'd be like this with the cheese whiz. I like Don Rodriguez. Don Rodriguez as one host to another host. I like you. But bruh, your voice needs some lotion. Um voice dry as hell, man. Hey, I told y'all about Gimp coming at us, bruh. We are the end all be all. So let this beginning of this show. Let me just dedicate this to you guys. I got a message. I'm gonna read it to you guys real quick. Give me 1 second. I'm unlocking my phone. I thought it was unlocked, but hey coach, what's y'all schedule looking like on Saturday? We normally do a react show after PLEs, and I was wondering if we could get together like the Mega Powers. Y'all free? Okay. See, right then and there, I told you their age. Um, the Mega Powers was like 80 something, maybe early 90s. I don't remember because I was young. I was a kid. Now I like to be on this show, and I used to like to tout that I've watched every WrestleMania. I've been alive for every WrestleMania. That kind of makes me old because they're in WrestleMania 42. I'm like a couple months older than WrestleMania. Excuse me. Excuse me. Damn. WrestleMania's got me choked up. Um, but these guys is old. One of them used to babysit Bruno San Martino. The other one used to do Stephanie's hair when she was getting ready for the PLEs. Oh, I'm sorry, pay-per-views and closed circuit back then. Um, and the other guy, I mean, he didn't even show up. Like, I think his name KJ. He the one that I wanted to smoke with. He didn't even show up. He the one that was like, "Ooh yeah, Macho Man," and I'm gonna imitate the Macho Man, and I'm gonna make fun of the four Corner Boys. Ooh yeah, I got a belt, but it's fake, and it's not a real official belt. Ooh yeah, I just got a belt. Hey, we accept. We'll be there. So for all those out there that watch our show, you can catch us next Saturday on the WrestleManiacs taking over the show. Um, I'm sure my guys are going to come in prepared. Now, Jay Will, here's some things we got to prepare you for. Um, how can I put this? Sometimes, on this show, you're a live wire. We don't need that, okay? We got to look like a united front. So if you say something wild, me and Mel can't be like, oh. So please keep the wild comments to a minimum because we got to look good, okay? Jay Will?
Wild comments draw ratings, though. They need them.
Oh, my God. Oh, man. I see how this is going to go. We're gonna look bad in front of them old dudes. They're gonna start bringing out. I remember 1976 Harley race versus Dusty Rhodes at the Nashville Coliseum.
Oh,
Hey, I don't even know if that's a real match, but it sounds real. They had barbed wire wrapped around their hands. It was the first hardcore match before ECW. Let me tell you about Paul Lee. Let me tell you about Paul Lee dangerously. Like what? Like, come on, bro. Hey, listen, WrestleMania is gonna be fun. We've been sharing promos all week. I don't think we're gonna stop. We don't. I mean, ours were better. You had one dude. You came out there. Ooh yeah, bruh. You not Macho Man. You had another dude come out there talking on. If you can't hear me, that means I'm whispering. That's how he sounded. He needs some baby oil on his throat. Pause. Because King Man, let me ask you. We've been going sharing joust the words with the WrestleManiacs. What is your opinion, man? I mean, I know I'm old to you. I'm your OG. I don't never really say that, but I'm older than you. These guys is older than you. Like, what'd you feel?
the Gramps of wrestling? Like, them dudes is old.
Like old.
Like, you see it in their movement. Forget the words they saying. But nah, I'm excited to go on their show and give them that young Javon Evans perspective.
Okay, now here's my okay. Hold on now. Hold on now. I just told Jay Will,
Oh,
you're pretty good when it comes to knowing wrestling history. You are. I don't want you to come in there and bojangle it up, okay?
I heard you, Uncle T.
He wants you to be urban. He wants you to be Brooklyn.
Speaking of which, you love the segues. I'm the segue king. Hey, this week we had, and it hurts me to say this, Nash said some comments about Javon Evans. And me, just before I go to my guys, if you know anything about me, the last thing actually, I'm sorry, that I ever do is try to take anything to race. If you ever been, if you know me personally, like Jay Will knows me, and some others know me, I have been a huge proponent of pro blackness for a while now. I've done things, we done with Jay Will, myself, King Mail as well. We've done events for our communities, protest, things of that nature. So pro black is who I am, and my guys as well. Um, when I first saw the comments and I saw them who they're from, the first thing I thought to myself was, he ain't wrong, but he used the wrong words. But then the pro black started seeping in. Because I'm like, Kevin Nash, we know that you and let me say this. I think everybody can agree on this panel that Kevin Nash has been an ally for most of our lives. When it comes to pro black things and for black people, speaking up for black people, speaking up for minorities in general. Kevin Nash has been an ally. Um, I hate that this happened to him because he's been an ally. But Kevin, read the room, bro. The Bojangles kind of that kind of like, ugh. And then the more urban part was like, the urban part to me yelled out that you want to use the N word, but you white and you can't. But if you were talking to Sean, you would have said the N word. I'm gonna start with Jay Will. Jay Will, did you see the comments?
I did.
What did you think?
Um, I do think that the message is fair, but the messenger is wrong. He's entitled to his opinion about how he would like Javon to be presented. I'm of the belief that all black people can be like, I would love them to be who they are while presenting themselves. Um, that goes that even though like the New Day is like, they were cringy at one point, but they were being authentically themselves. Yeah, as much as we people got annoyed by the bootios and the unicorns and stuff, it's something about them being authentically themselves, being nerdy, geeky black dudes, and then there's the dudes that are actually like Crime Time and actually like Hurt Business. I want all the black people to succeed in the way that's truly them in the business. Javon Evans has amazing work ethic. I'm loving everything that I'm seeing from him. I don't see nothing wrong with where he's going. The messenger was wrong for the message that was sent.
Okay. It sounds like you're saying the message and the messenger is wrong. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, I don't think because even still, like being urban is still kind of rough because then that forces black people into a bubble.
True. Okay. Let me play devil's advocate. What if he used the wrong word instead of urban, but he meant tough?
I think tough would have been a much less jarring word as far because urban again forces again the notion that all black people live in urban areas or majority at the very least. Because I mean, hey, there's country boys that are black, and got the good old boys that's in the south. But then you got the ones that live in suburban areas who live in the white picket fences, the boondocks. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it's we're different. We're all different sort of people, no matter even though we're black.
So that's where the offensive part comes for you, that he
Yeah,
basically tried to bubble him into a bubble of what black people should be.
Yeah, and in the word Bojangles, that was also. Mm-mm.
Okay.
I think I will say though, had I don't know, man. We know Mark Henry not going to say no sort of stuff like that. Like I don't know, a really very well black presenting wrestler, like who presents themselves as inauthentically black. I mean, authentically black. I think that if he had said it without saying the Bojangles, it might have been still a little bit better.
Okay. King Mel, what do you think about these comments, man?
He should have just chose his words better. So when I first was able to read the stuff, I was like, "Oh man, not Kevin Nash. I don't believe this. We in the society of AI." So I had to go back and watch the video to go like, "Damn, he really said that." And it's like it kind of bothered me to a degree because it's like as much as you did for this wrestling business, you want to throw in there Bojangles and Urban in those words. All you had to say was, "Hey, I want Javon Evans to be a little bit more tough as a wrestler. I don't want him to keep smiling. That's not how I would like to see him." I think the whole world would have been fine. But once he put in Bojangles and then Urban, it was just like, we heard the message, but we sticking on these parts right here because you should have never said that. Then when he doubled down and threw in Uncle Tom in on his apology, I was just like, ugh. We don't need you to tell us who Uncle Tom is. We know what Uncle Tom is. We don't need you to explain that to us. And then now he want to be like, oh, I don't, you know what? I won't ever say nothing to about Javon Evans again. Nah, that's not what we saying. We just saying like, yo, ease up, my brother. Choose your words better. You bothering us with the words that you choosing. We gonna keep calling you out on it because we don't want you to say it. If you can't respect the fact that we gonna call you out on it, then don't say nothing about us then.
Okay. So let me give y'all some pushback because this isn't the first time that Kevin Nash has commented on a younger wrestler. Do you guys remember when he commented on Raquel Rodriguez?
Yeah.
He didn't say these same words and he still got the same pushback. So are we telling him we don't want him to comment on wrestlers? Or are we just saying it because we like Javon Evans? Because Bojangles and Urban, yes, those words can be offensive. I understand it coming from a white person. Those words can be offensive. And if you're listening to this show, I'm not defending him. This is a podcast. We talking content right now. I'm just playing devil's advocate right now. But the same type of level of comments and people chiming in when he said this about Javon Evans, it's the same amount of comments and people chiming in when he said the same thing about Raquel Rodriguez. Raquel listened, and she's possibly can be in the world championship picture coming up at WrestleMania. Javon, the words were wrong, but his sentiment was, "Hey, bro, we don't want to see you if smiling all the time. Woo, woo, woo." I'm trying to what I'm trying to figure out is, well, how could he have said it that made everybody happy? Because no matter what he says, it seems like people have a problem with things. So, are we saying to not, if you're old and you're a wrestler, just don't say nothing?
No.
Go ahead, Jay Will.
I think that just like we are not exempt the same way he is not exempt. When you're in this space, when you're visible in this way, we all are subject to criticism. And it could be a, damned if he did and damned if he didn't sort of situation where no matter what kind of critique he could have given, someone could have been like, oh, yes, you too harsh. Or, nah, you old. Your way of wrestling ain't the same as now. He's going to receive kickback regardless of it. I personally like I hear the criticism, and like I said before, my criticism really extended from the word choice, and again, a bigger chunk of it is like not bigger chunk of it, a chunk of it does who what the person was. I mean, we as black people sometimes also like because we are in wrestling groups. I've heard that same sentiment said from other black people as well, just not the choice of words used. So it's a little, it's a little weird, and I had to have a conversation with a few people about that. But like at the end of the day, like he's going to receive the kickback from it. I personally would like to hear it. I hear what he was saying. Again, at the end of the day, the choice of words was wrong to me.
But you also said that, and that's why I'm playing devil's advocate. You also said that urban using urban and trying to lump us in the same group is kind of wrong, and that isn't kind of what he was saying. He was just using the word urban to say. I I don't know what he was trying to say. Let me not try to make it like I know what he's trying to say. But I'm just I'm just trying to see if people are overreacting to it because it's him and he's a white man, or did he say something that blatantly wrong? And I think that the word choice was wrong. Um, I'm just trying to figure out like at what point can he say anything?
I
Because a
mean,
lot of these old wrestlers say stuff, and I'm gonna use Rikishi for example. Rikishi think all of his kids should have all the belts, like all of them. Like they should split the heavyweight belt in half, and three ways. Jimmy, Jay, and Solo should have the belts. That's how he feels. They should make a third brand just for Solo to have a belt. And people criticize Rikishi. People criticize Booker T a lot for the stuff he says. People criticize Kevin Nash for some of the stuff he said. And for the most part, everybody I just named are fan favorites of people of color. So, at what point is it a teaching lesson for him? Because I heard Booker T gave the best response out of everybody. And Booker T basically was like, look, the word Bojangle, and he broke down the history and why it was offensive and things of that nature. Everybody else is just attacking Kevin Nash. So, King Mel, how do we move on from this, and how do we not, did this tarnish Kevin Nash's legacy?
I'm not here to tarnish his legacy. I'll tell you, Kevin Nash, from me, the word choices could have been better from the first time. I understand what you meant, but it was the words. Cause I could kind of feel, cause before you said those type of words, you also said, yeah, because it might be because they on Netflix. That's why he has to look and be presented this way. So I kind of knew where you were going. Then you chose those words, which I could believe that there is a difference between him on NXT and him right now on the main roster on Netflix. There is a little bit of a difference. Him on NXT is a whole different character, at least for me. The way that he was talking, the one on Netflix, he does a little bit more smiling, but that's okay. I can agree to that part that Kevin Nash, you want him to be maybe closer to his NXT version. That's fine.
You
It
know
is
names that I think that he wants him to be closer to?
what Bobby Lashley.
Nope, somebody that got called up just at the same time he did, Trick Williams.
Okay.
That's what I think that he was saying. If I'm guessing what he was saying,
Mm-hmm.
I think he wants him to be presented like Trick Williams. Trick is presented serious. Trick is serious. And Trick right now we can say Trick is a heel. He's supposed to be. But when that music hit, you can't tell.
you can't tell it all.
Forget you can't tell when the music hit. I want to say they was just in Memphis and they was just kept saying "whoop that trick." At least that's what I kept hearing.
Right, but I mean, he's supposed to be a heel, but
I know, but
I think that's where he was going. Like, I don't know. I don't know, man.
I will say though, Mike, I will say like a big part of this too that people no one's really I mean, we haven't said it. I don't know if anybody else has really said it. A big chunk of this also is look at the time that we're in. And also it's Black History Month.
Okay,
Like for real. It's weight to it. It's a lot of weight to this.
so I'm gonna ask this quick question to both of you guys, and then we're gonna move on. Hey, quick, does this tarnish his legacy, J. Will,
No.
King Mel?
no, but it gets side eyed by a certain amount of people.
That's a great answer. That's a great answer because
Yeah,
that's exactly what's gonna happen, and
yeah.
that's unfortunate, but that's kind of when you say stuff. When you say stuff, period, in the world now, you can say, "Man, that grass is green." Might tarnish your legacy. And anybody that's listening that's going to try to say that's not what he said. I'm not comparing the two. What I'm saying is, in this world nowadays, depending on how people wake up in the morning, you might say something that ain't to be offensive, and you may offend a demographic of people, regardless of how you say it. I'm learning words. Being with the kids, I'm learning stuff that I don't even know what's going on. For example, I've been around these kids for 3 years now. I don't know what 6'7" means at all. I still have yet to know what it means, what the significance about it is, why they giggle whenever you say 6'7". I have no clue.
I
I'm
work
still
I work in a school and I still have no clue.
I have no clue. I work in a school and I still have no clue. So just people out there, to our white veterans, just watch your words you use. And you know what, Kevin Nash, to Jay Will's point, if you did want to make this comment, you could have waited to March. All right. We already got the shortest month out of all the whole year for Black History Month. We only get 28 days. You could have waited to March, bro. And then maybe March you wouldn't have used Bojangle and Urban. You would have had clear thoughts. Cause see, you probably thought in your mind you was being an ally to the black people and you was speaking for black people. And I know the type of dude that you seem to be, Kevin Nash. I remember you said out your own words that, and J. Will has the hoodie on, that when you were doing NWO stuff, you in your mind was like it was like Death Row Records, and you was a huge Tupac fan, and you was a huge rap fan. You was instrumental in bringing Master P into WCW. So I understand the type of black people you think you wanted Jovan Evans to mimic. But to Jay Will's point, we ain't all that. I mean, Jay Will on this show shows us every week. You know, some, there's some black people be tripping like Jay Will. There's some great hosts like me. Anywho, moving on. I'm looking at my notes. All right, this one's gonna be quick. CM Punk, Finn Balor. All right, moving on. Do we really got to talk about this again? They're giving us such great promo work. Punk turned his back on the Judgment Day, told him hit him. Nobody hit him. That made them look like some suckers. Um, do we really care? Because we all know what's going to happen on Saturday. Or, I'm going to ask y'all this. Do you think they throw a monkey wrench in there and Finn actually wins? King Mel.
No, I think he about to go to sleep, and he about to get kicked out this group.
Punk about to put him to sleep and wake up the demon. Um, Jay Will.
Um and I don't think that he's going to win that match. I don't even think they're going to make a swerve. However, I do think his exit for the Judgment Day is going to happen. whether he's kicked out or he's leaving on his own terms.
Listen, that's a good point, Jay. Will. That's a great point. This could be one of those things where they're using Punk to further the bloodline storyline and just giving Punk. It's in Chicago. Punk has to be on the card. I just hate that it has to be the sacrificial lamb, Finn Balor, because we all know he ain't gonna win. But let me ask y'all this question: what if he does win? Got really quiet there.
That buy rate going down real fast.
I mean, the buy rate ain't that high right now. Did you see that?
Yeah, matter of fact, yeah, Jay Will. Like Jay Will said, let Finn win. Let them tickets drop to 75%. And trust me, all members of the Four Corners are going to be front row at the WrestleMania both nights.
I'm going to be right there next to the green shirt guy.
Right? You see, he pushing it too much now.
That's why this is what we mean. This is what we mean. Next week, we got to be on point, Jay Will. Come on, baby. We're not going to be next to the green shirt guy. We're going to be in the green seats. That's what we're going to be.
When they drop the 75%.
With the people back there smoking the green, that's what we're going to be. We're going to be in them nosebleeds. You're gonna be so high. Not only you gonna catch contact from the weed, you're gonna catch contact from being so high in the air. You're gonna get a concussion. This is being so high in the air. King Mel, what if
he really wins, he still get kicked out the Judgment Day. I feel like he's still gonna get kicked out the Judgment Day.
I don't think if he wins, he getting kicked out. I think they're just gonna further the storyline.
I think if he wins, he get kicked out. Cause how I feel is he can't be above Dominic Mysterio. Dominic and Liv is the ones that's like the puppet masters right now in Judgment Day.
That is true.
So
and not Liv and Damian Priest.
Mm-hmm. So if he gets higher than Dom, Liv ain't gonna like that. So she might try to turn everybody against him.
Hey, listen. Yesterday I was watching WrestleManiacs. They were talking about something, and I lost track of what they were talking about. But it sounded like the commercial back in the day. Meow 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 meow. I don't see Finn winning. Matter of fact, I don't see Finn winning so bad that I'm willing to bet whatever. Because I already told y'all this show. This is not the Man Cave Sports Podcast. We don't talk about sports betting on this show. But I'm letting you know right now, G Money's money bets. If you want to bet, if you want to make a lot of money, go ahead and bet $2 on Finn Balor winning, and he mess around and win. You is rich for life, cuz. Like, you set. You ain't gotta do nothing else. You put that $2 down on Finn Balor if you want to, and you gonna like think about it this way. It's a great investment. You put $2 down on Finn. If he loses, you only lost $2. But if he wins, you can own an NBA franchise because that's how bad these odds are. Moving on, from one man with his wife to another man and his wife. Hey man, I don't know if y'all saw the Club Shay Shay interview with Seth Rollins. One of Shannon's best interviews. Jay, what did you see it?
I didn't see it yet. That was my plan today.
King Mel, did you see it?
I didn't see all of it.
Okay, well, there's no point in me talking about it, but I'll talk about it then. Boy, Seth, you are a scorn X. You hate CM Punk for real. You know how we always joke about like they just professional, they don't really they not really beefing. No. Drew and CM Punk really like each other. They just really good at what they do. Seth Rollins is hurt. Like hurt. He hurt because he left, but he also said he's hurt because, hey, bro, all you had to do was text me, not right now, man. Literally, that's what he said. Grown man gotta text him, not right now, brother. This notion that they paint all the guys, Drew and all them, that Punk was trying to burn down the company and this, that, and the third. Um, Let me say this to you guys as an older person. Not as old as the WrestleManiacs, but I'm an older person. Be careful what you say because there may be a time when you are in Punk's shoes and you leave the company. Be careful what you say, okay? This is not me defending CM Punk, but from what I have gathered is, and I've seen it from a lot of other wrestlers that went to WWE at the time, the only person that hasn't said it is Kofi. But when CM Punk left, he cut everybody off. Um, which I don't see is too bad because most times when you leave a job, you don't be talking to them people no more. You might got one or two friends, but it sounded like CM Punk said, "Hey, everybody that's in WWE, let me go to the Apple Store. Hey, Apple Store, can you block anybody that says Seth Rollins WWE, Roman Reigns WWE? Can you block them all? Because them Bammers is hurt, bro. Roman done said it. Seth done said it. But no, since you guys haven't seen it, I'm just gonna get moved past that. It was a great interview. It was one of Shannon's best. I ain't gonna lie to you. It wasn't too messy. And Seth, that's why I say I caution Seth. Because Seth definitely has a career after WWE. And he's showing it more and more and more and more now. You would have thought Roman was going to be the one that would leave WWE and be like, listen, Seth has done stuff with NFL. He's done stuff on different shows now, and he's really really good at this. I ain't gonna lie to you, he's really really good at this. It was a great interview. Go back and watch. Um, I don't buy Seth that you were talking about how sad you were that you had to break the Shield up. I don't believe that. You the one that benefited. So I don't see why you were sad. I'd have kicked them to the curb too. I ain't gonna lie to you. WWE calls me and was like, "Yeah, we want you to be a WWE podcast, but you got to get rid of some of the members." Jay Willer's getting barbershopped like Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty. I'm gonna, I'm kicking him through the window. He gone. All right. King Mel, I would have to have my doubts. I'd be like, nah, come on, man. Let me bring King Mel. And they'd be like, nah, you can't bring King. Well, he got to go too. Bye, peace. See ya.
It'd be your own. I've been here since day one.
Yeah.
The man on the grill.
Now, see. Here you go now.
The man that's on the grill getting kicked to the curb.
Okay. You going there? Okay. Let me let y'all know something, people. Jay Will is a original four corner boy, right? However, he's like Bobby Brown. He left.
Came back.
No. He didn't just leave and come back. He left and told us he was coming back. And then the day he was supposed to come back, he took PTO and took another break and came back. That's why we had to get King Mel. King Mel was supposed to be like Johnny Gill and replace him. But then he comes back and it was like, yeah, whatever. He's been here for a while. You know what? I take that back, Jay Will. I couldn't do the cookout without you. So, no, I would not get rid of you. Now, everyone else that I done got rid of, I would have got rid of them before even if WWE came or not. As you can see, they're not here. Shouts out to Jose. I spoke to Jose recently. He told me to tell you guys hi, and he's praying for you guys. Seriously, I did. I spoke to Jose recently. I have. Shouts out to him.
Good to hear.
But the rest of the people that's gone, Bahumba. Jade Cargill. Speaking of urban, they turned up the urban meter a little bit for her. Jade Cargill is one of the most interesting topics in wrestling. Because as much as I want to say she's gotten better, do I really believe that? I know you laugh at King Mel, but it's the truth. It's the truth, bro. Now, Has she gotten better than when she was in AEW? Absolutely. We have to give her that. That is no argument. Anybody that says that is hating. She is not the same robot she was in AEW. She is not the same bitch that she was in AEW. Because every week, sometimes that was the only thing she would say. I'm a bitch. Oh, I'm that bitch. Like, and this is what I mean by people be hypocrites, bro. You can't tell somebody to be more urban, but we can't tell her to stop calling herself a bitch. Like, please. Um, she's gotten tremendously better. But I still feel something is missing. Jay Will, what do you think? Well, I don't know if you think it's something missing, but if you do think something's missing, what is missing?
The right opponent.
Nah, I don't think that's it.
Okay. Hear me out when I say this. And it's not just because if she's going to be played up to be the villain that she is, she needs the right hero to go against to really uplift her. And I just think how she got the title that she's got now, it doesn't feel right. Also, the lack of defenses also was a thing too. So I don't know. I think that I'm that bitch thing is kind of tired. It's kind of tired. Huh?
Kinda.
Like it coming out every week and hearing it, it's nah. It ain't it.
I get it. You didn't watch AEW, so you didn't hear it as much as we did. I get it.
No, you remember I was watching Elevation and Dark. I was told to watch that.
I get it. Right opponent. Okay, let me think how you could have said that better before we go to the WrestleManiacs. Right opponent. Damn it. I don't know. We gotta have training camp this week. I don't know, because I just feel as though like they may get us with you. You were doing good in the group chat yesterday. King Mail, is this I'm gonna ask you the same question. Is there something missing with Jade?
I can't pinpoint on what is missing.
Dog, nobody can.
But do I feel like something is missing? Yes. Did I like what she did on Friday? I did, except for that bitch part at the end. But calling out some of the top names on SmackDown, I thought that was pretty cool. Getting in Charlotte Flair's face when she came out, I was like, okay, that's dope to see, because now you setting up a what if match that possibly people gonna want to be interested in. But then in my head, I'm like, you might want to hold off another year and wait for Charlotte just a little bit.
What is the second time they teased them two from when
That's what I know.
Yeah.
I know, but I'm just like, might want to just a little bit longer. You might want to just wait a little bit longer.
Because that's where I push back on you, Jay Will, about the perfect opponent. Because to King Mel's point, if she ain't ready for Charlotte, then who is the perfect opponent? We can't dig China up. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say it like that.
Ooh, wee.
Y'all can tell that I'm a Kevin Nash fan, can't y'all?
Oh my God.
Lita too old. Trish old as hell. You know who's their perfect opponent? I got one for y'all. Matter of fact, Jay, well, who you think I'm gonna say?
Are they a current superstar?
Well, yeah, technically.
Bianca.
No, Fingergate she ain't ready yet. I don't know what.
Yo.
She been hurt long enough to be pregnant, bro.
Had I not seen her on Instagram showing the figure,
Yeah, I
I'd
thought she
believe
was
that.
pregnant. I thought she was pregnant, and I would have been happy for them if she was pregnant.
Yeah,
Really.
I wouldn't have been surprised.
Yeah, I would have been happy for her. King Mel, you know who?
At this point, no, I don't.
I
I
got
don't.
somebody for you. Breed mode. Breed. Hell no. She'll whoop. You know what she need to do? She needs to come out. They need to do this. They need to not WrestleMania. This is not a WrestleMania match. They need to have on SmackDown. She does an open challenge, and then all you hear is Breed mode. Bree. And then Bree comes out, and the same way her husband, Daniel Bryan, got whooped by Sheamus in 5 seconds, they need to let you. That's what you see. And this is what I'm going to answer what I think she's missing. Her body is impeccable. Like body, her frame. She looks good, very good. She looks like a wrestler. She's getting better on the mic. She's not there yet, but she's getting better. She's getting better in the ring. She's not there yet. Let her whoop people, man. Just let her whoop them. Sometimes the less is better. Less is better. Let her whoop people, and then have her build up at the performance center to people like Charlotte, to people like a Becky, to people like a Hair and Liv would not be a good match right now because it would be at WrestleMania. It would be a 20-minute match. Don't nobody want to see them two in the ring for 20 minutes.
Mm-mm.
Not right now. What I would suggest them do is I wouldn't suggest them to abort the mission yet, but there's another lady that's pregnant. I would, if I was them, if this doesn't work by the time Naomi gets back, go ahead and give it back to Naomi. Because Naomi has proven that no matter what role you put her in, especially with the heel run she had right before she got pregnant, that she's the top dog. And that's, if people want to know how we got into it with the WrestleMania, that's what I was talking to them about. With the women's division, they are not top heavy at all. And Jade is supposed to be the top one, or Stephanie's supposed to be the top one. And there are people beneath them, Rhea, Liv, that are bigger names. And then everybody else is like, the only time I like seeing Oscar is when they come out, the bowling niners win the day. Or she telling, Kyrie! That's the only time I like to see Oscar at this point. And you don't even see her when she yell at Kyrie. She just yell and Kyrie. So, I don't know, man. I don't know what you could do with Jade. King Mel.
I, my
What?
bad, I do have a question because you brought up a point of this them whooping, letting her whoop people. I just wonder though, like, who do you put her up against to whoop on?
Everybody.
But no, that will look good, but it won't hurt them in the end.
Alba Flyer. That's
Everybody out there that she whoop right now won't hurt them. Actually, if she has a regular match with them, it hurts them more losing to her the way she wrestles right now than if she just smashes them. She's in.
Just say it.
She's in 2000 Goldberg territory right now, where the hype is kind of dying down from the Goldberg part, and now you got to actually wrestle. Now, I will say that she's light years above what he was at the time, because she is getting better on all facets of being a wrestler. Mic skills, promo skills, in the ring skills, look. She's gotten tremendously better. So she is not on that decline like he was. She's kind of here with it. And for her to be the big name that they brought her in to be, here is not good enough right now. She has to start ascending and going up. And I don't know if I can't, I don't know. I don't know. But to wrap it up on Jade, King Mel, this is your segment, man. TNA, give us some TNA news. You know Jay Will ain't watching it, so Jay Will, when we get on the WrestleManiacs, if they bring TNA up, don't say nothing.
We
Please,
had
don't try to come in there trying to sound sophisticated and talk about suicide was the best.
we had the first ever guitar casket match. Elijah versus Mustafa Ali, where Elijah won. Trey Miguel took on Stacks, defending his title that he recently just won. I like the fact that TNA, what like, remember when the champions used to lose back in the day? They automatically had a rematch clause. Well, TNA still honors that,
Yeah, they're the only company that does.
so I thought that was cool to see. It's cool to see how Elena Black is coming along as a character, and they didn't just throw the Knockouts Women's Champion on her. So that was cool to see. I thought Mike Santana is doing a great job as NXT champion. I
Mm,
mean, sorry, TNA champion.
yeah,
The TNA World Champion. I think he's doing a great job. The way he talked and the way he acted. He's in a story with a guy that's potentially might leave the company soon because he did get fired as their show story is going. But he still got to watch out for Nick Nemeth. He still got to watch out for the X Division champion because of option C, because Slater could cash in at any time if he feel like it, even though he said no. So these are things that I feel like he's doing a great job. He even told Slater in the ring, like, "Hey, that match that we had, I ain't trust you. My bad. I'm man enough to admit I see you had my back, but I really ain't have yours, and I'm man to admit and apologize to you."
hmm
So I'm like, oh, all three. He's in all three of these little stories here, and he may end up losing his title in one of these stories.
yeah. I'm gonna end the show like this. We at the end of the show. King Mel has been doing a great job for his wrestlers celebrating Black History Month. If you haven't paid attention, please go to the 613 Faye YouTube channel. We've been dropping these shorts daily. He's done a great job. But I want to give somebody uh, some props that we usually don't talk about because he's fighting back against the system. And what I mean by fighting back against the system, he's fighting back at this goofy gimmick of Joe Hendry. His name, Ricky Saints. Did I do it? Did I do it good? Did I do it good?
The
Jay Wood didn't know what I was doing at all. He don't know that pose. He
he
has
showed
no clue what that pose. Watch this, Jay Wood. Let me see you try, Jay Will.
No,
Okay, good. That's what you're supposed to do with the WrestleManiacs next week. See, I did that on purpose. Shouts out to Ricky Saints. Shouts out to all the black wrestlers. I think this episode airing is the last episode of Black History Month. No, no, no. We got one more next week, I believe. Let me double check that. Um,
no, it'll be the second when the next episode we record comes out.
nah. Next week is the first. The second is the next week is the second. So even if we, you know how we regularly record, we don't want to tell people how we record, but we'll be recording on the, So yes, this is the last episode of Black History Month. So to all my peoples out there, to all my black wrestling fans, to all my black wrestlers, I'm just so good at it. It's just like a flick of the wrist. I just want y'all to keep going, keep going. Javon Evans, keep going. Trick Williams, keep going. Lash Legend, keep going. Um, Jay Cargill, keep going. Um,
Apollo Cruz.
all right, go ahead. Let me get y'all socials, man. This is what we talking about, dog. Don't come to the WrestleManiacs doing that next week, dog. Don't do that next week, dog. Apollo Cruz. If you mention Apollo Cruz, I'm gonna drive to your house. I don't even know where you live. I'm gonna drive there. I'm gonna come out and say, hey, Jay Will, you gonna say what? Jay Will, what? That's what. Oh, that was what the goofy dude with the ashy voice was saying. What? What? King Mill, tell them where they can find you, brother.
King Mel 13 on IG, King Mel Stacks on TikTok, Jemell Scroggins on Facebook.
Jay Will, where can they find you?
Find me on Facebook as J Will WIL with one L, and you can find me on Instagram at underscore Pharaoh underscore Will with one L underscore.
Got you. Hey,
What?
you can find what? King Mill, you about to say something?
What?
Oh, yeah. You can find me, Coach Drip underscore Mike T, on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram. Michael Turner on Facebook. 613 Faye YouTube channel. 613 Faye on Apple Music. 613 Faye on Apple Podcast. 613 Faye on Spotify as well. 613 Faye everywhere. Also in the Four Corners Wrestling group on Facebook. If you want to join our group, just hit one of us up. We'll add you to the group. It's a great group. We share wrestling information. We don't get on nobody. We don't really share opinions in there. We just share things that we like. Um, One of the best groups out there, I can say. Um, Also, each and every Sunday, no, I'm sorry, rewind. Each and every Monday at midnight, King Mel's top five wrestling moments of the week. Um, my guys are used to this, so they'll understand. D Man K Sports Podcast is coming back soon with King Mel and myself and Jiggy J Jones. When I'll give y'all a date soon. I can't give y'all a date, but I'm just letting y'all know that it's coming back. And see, King Mel just find this news to him. So
What?
double duty, brother. Um, it's coming back soon. Probably we should have came back for the All Star game. We'd have some good content for that. But also you can catch us this Saturday coming up on WrestleManiacs on the Sideline Junkies podcast. Um, I've been cool with them because they have a high school show. We have a high school show, and we collaborated on their show, and they've been on our show a couple times. They have a network just like us. We'll be on there next week. Come root us on. Come cheer us on. I believe we're going in there as the baby faces. So come cheer us on each and every Monday noon. You can catch us. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe. If you're new to this, stay true to this. Thank you for viewing this. Foes up, quads down. We the end all be all. If you didn't know, go ask your mama. Hey,